Well, I feel like people will watch this film, especially those in the deaf community, and will say, look what this character went through. I went through the exact same thing. And so often deaf people are pushed aside or forgotten about, but we go through some really tough challenges, but we can still get through it. Even though it's hard and we have to struggle and fight, we can do it. And I think other people will notice that and say, deaf people are really our equals. They go through the same things we do. Well, when my mom first told me that I got the role, I was completely shocked. I was like, wait a minute, this is such a big movie. And I was really happy and shocked and excited all at the same time. So I thought, wow, what a great opportunity to have. I knew this film would be a lot of fun to be a part of. And I was just jumping up and down, literally so excited, so hyper all through the night. I couldn't even sleep. I was so excited. And I wasn't able to calm down until a little bit later. When I first arrived on set, I was really nervous. It wasn't like I came in and thought, okay, I got this. It was my first time being part of a film. So I didn't know what to do. But Mike came over, made me feel really comfortable. And I was like, okay, I think I got this. And he says, you're okay. You can do this. You got this. I was able to feel more comfortable after that. Well, how I feel about that is I felt like, yes, people can see those in the Black community, those in the deaf community, they can see that we can do it just like any other community can. And especially the deaf can see that as well. Usually in movies, hearing people are cast, right? It's a hearing person who learns ASL and then they act like a deaf person. But in this movie, it's an actual deaf person being cast as a deaf person. And so I feel really proud to be a part of that. And I think other people in the deaf community and in the deaf Black community will feel proud as well. Well, with Mike, before I met him, I thought that he was kind of a tough guy. But then when I met him, he's so genuinely sweet and nice, very, very helpful, and just really caring as an individual, always asking me if I'm okay, if everything's all right. He just showed a lot of love toward me, and that made me feel really good on set. Having him as a director was nice. He always checked in to make me feel comfortable. I feel this film is really important because it's about family. You have Mike, who plays Adonis, and Tessa, who plays Bianca, and they're both hearing parents, but they happen to have a daughter, Amara, who's deaf. And they are willing to learn American Sign Language just for her, just for Amara. That is so important, that parents care enough to learn that language for her. And I think it will teach other hearing parents who have deaf children that they should do the same. To really show love to your deaf children is to learn the language for them. That helps the children to feel loved. And I think a lot of people will feel inspired and happy about that part of this film. It will show people that it's so important to be loving. And it shows the deaf experience and what we go through so that people really can understand our culture better. Specifically for Amara, I think that she really feels worried about her dad. She cares about him so much and she wants him to be okay. She doesn't want him to be hurt or in pain. And when he fights Damien, who appears really mean in the film, she gets anxious for her dad. Of course, Adonis has to go through that, but Amara really worries about him because of her love for her dad. And she looks up to him. So of course, she doesn't want anything bad to happen to him because she cares about him so much. She is very, very kind and affectionate. I feel like she's my grandma, always hugging me and saying, I love you. Very loving and just really nice and kind as a person, very gentle. And like I said, I feel like we're family. I feel like she's really my grandma. Jeremy is one of my favorite people in the world. He is so outgoing and down to earth and really nice and kind. He was also very, very helpful with the crew on set. He made sure that people were learning American Sign Language, which made it easier for me to be able to communicate with the cast and crew and understand what was going on and not feel lost just with the interpreters or with everything happening around me. But having Jeremy there really made me feel comfortable and fit right in. Something that I will remember forever is one of the last scenes in the movie that I did with Mike. He was dressed in a frog outfit. He was dressed in I'll just remember this forever, but Mike was dressed in a frog costume and they had the frog eyes at the very top of his head. That made me laugh. And I remember it just being a really fun take. We were able to be playful. We were in the pool for that scene. And I just felt like, we had a lot of fun and we were able to have a make-believe ice cream party. And it was just a nice bonding, fun moment. I think that audiences will watch this film and can see deaf people, real deaf people represented on the screen. And it's going to inspire so many other people, a lot of deaf people, Black girls, other Black communities, deaf Black girls, so many various communities out there are going to watch this film and say, wow, everyone can do it. We can get through it and be successful. And I think that's what people will take away. Yeah, the costumes were something I just loved. I was like, wow, this is my dream. It's here. I get to see all these clothes and pick out different clothes that I want to wear. Really cute clothes. I love to dress up. So I had a lot of fun with that. And working with Anne, teaching me how to box and the different strategies was really nice. There were some things that I didn't know that she taught me and allowed me to still have fun while I was learning and be engaged. Clayton also gave me some boxing tips as well. So I just loved it. It was a lot of fun.